Morning, ladies and gents, and welcome to a pretty rainy and miserable Poplar at the moment, but there we are. Not much we can do about the weather. I've already done a church. This is the old Poplar Public Baths. In the days before people had their own bathrooms, this is where you would go and have a bath. It's sat empty for a long time, and now it's used as the swimming baths. So that's a little piece of history there. This is Ruchard Green, 1866. To be honest with you, I don't know who Ruchard Green is, but from this, obviously the ship, it's quite obvious that he had some maritime connections, something to look at, or look up rather. You'll find out who he is pretty easily enough. I make a pretty decent picture, that actually. Oh look, I like this. Some more central. Yeah, as I say, Poplar Public Baths and Crisp Street Market's over there. If you ever want a decent bit of pie and mash, go to the Eastenders Pie and Mash Shop, which is right over in the corner there. I've not been in there for many years. Me and my nan used to go there, and I've not been for a good while. Yeah, they've put their Christmas decorate lights and stuff up, and there you've got the ugly side of Poplar. Firehouse, which is there. This area was bombed to pieces during the war, so a lot of it had to be rebuilt and replaced. Anyway, that was just a little that little piece of history. Hope you all found that interesting, well, history and the current time. Right, take care all, see you all soon.
Well, I did say to you that I would find out who Ruchard Green is, and done a little bit of research, quite interesting actually. On May the 19th, 1866, the Illustrated London News carried out an engraving of the unveiling of the statue in memory of Ruchard Green. We're looking at that engraving now. In the to the right, you can see the old Poplar Public Baths, and in this near in the middle you can see the spire of All Saints Church Poplar. Anyway, back to Ruchard Green. Ruchard Green was born in Blackwall, which used to be in Middlesex, now East London, in 1803, the son of a shipbuilding and ship-owning father, George Green. George Green was known for fitting out whaling ships and East Indiamen for the East India Company. Upon his father's death, Ruchard joined forces with his brother Henry, trading as R&H Green and Co Limited, Blackwall, London, Sailing and Green's Blackwall Line. Green & Co took advantage of its relationship with the East India Company to expand its vessels, plying their trade between India and Britain. With the discovery of gold in Australia, the brothers increased the number of vessels sailing to the Antipodes to supply the goods and migrant labour required by this far-flung part of the British Empire. The company also expanded British merchant shipping to the Far East with their clipper ships racing tea back from China. However, Ruchard Green is remembered in East London not so much for his business exploits, but rather for his philanthropic endeavours. Green supported the grammar school, founded and named after his father George Green in 1823, now a comprehensive school on the Isle of Dogs. He was one of the principal supporters of the Merchant Seamen's Orphan Asylum, originally established in Wapping in 1827, thence to Bow in 1834, and finally to Wanstead in 1862. The Poplar Hospital for Accidents, built under the patronage of Samuel Gurney MP to respond to the number of injuries being experienced by dockers, was enthusiastically supported by Ruchard Green as well. Another Ruchard Green initiative was the Thames Marine Office Training School, located on HMS Worcester, moored on the Thames at Blackwall Reach. As was the Dreadnought Seamen's Hospital, initially a floating hulk moored off of Greenwich, and continuing to this day for the offshoots such as the London School of Tropical Medicine and the Dreadnought Unit at St Thomas's Hospital. Ruchard Green's statue can still be seen today in front of the Poplar Baths in Tower Hamlets. It lacks an ear, removed by the fire brigade to release a small boy who had been trapped by ascending the statue. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't notice the missing ear either, so there's a little something. Green's death was described in the Illustrated London News as a little less than a calamity. So that's Ruchard Green and a little bit of his history. Very interesting place, Poplar. There'll be some more photos of the Seamen's Mission and things like that to come. A Roman Catholic church, which looks more like a cathedral in my opinion. Covered a few bits in the Poplar area, so those will be the next things that you'll be seeing. I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like and a share. Thanks very much for watching.